All right, we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to FusionCast, episode 18. I'm your host, Fusion64. Along with me every week is my co-host, Rebel Blood 80. How are you doing, sir?
What's happening?
You know the usual. It's
Can we
another
do
Thursday.
something other than the usual?
You know-
No, we should stick with the usual.
It's another Thursday. You know what we do on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, right?
We try on wigs.
We hit that like button, we smash the subscribe button, and we listen to the FusionCast, right?
Right, and we comment.
And we walk around in circles as I am right now on player unknown battlegrounds, PUBG. If you look at the screen, I had my controller on my lap and I'm doing circles. Not paying attention.
Why were you playing that? Did that recently come to PlayStation?
I mean, it's been there for years, but I don't know. I just felt like playing something different.
Gotcha.
Are you?
That's a fun
Are you
game.
rushing me into topics now, or what?
What
Are you
topic?
rushing me? Are you rushing me into what I'm playing? I was just, I was going to spend a few minutes on pleasantries and stuff, but...
Gonna be honest, I've not been following anything, so if we have topics, I have no idea what they are.
Yeah, you haven't missed much. There's been nothing really going on. It's been a quiet week. I mean, other than like the Xbox and Activision stuff, but I feel like we've said all that we've said on that. So...
Yeah, and it's just old, repeated information until it actually happens. But it's going to happen at this point.
Eventually, someday, we might be alive. We might not be alive. I don't know.
No. We might be in a war. We might be at peace. Who knows?
There is, though, right now, a massive PlayStation summer sale on the PlayStation Store. I did a video covering most of the good stuff that's on sale, about 20 minutes long. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff on there. I think I am going to finally bite the bullet and get Elden Ring, I think, this week.
Really? What's that on sale for?
30% off. That's it. The game is like over a year. What is it? A year and like 3 months old, and it's just they're only 30% off.
I think that's a good deal because before that, it's only been about 15%. So
right, I know.
And
I think that was the most digitally it's been on sale.
That game sells so well that it's probably going to be one of the highest discounts we see until like an Elden Ring 2 comes out, and then you might see it for like $30.
Right.
Man, was that game popular.
Right, so yeah, there's no reason to put it on sale because it sold, like 15, 20 million copies probably?
Everyone that wants to play that game has already played it.
Right.
Which makes you a weirdo, because that's most people have already played Elden Ring.
Well, hey, some people are slower than others. I actually try and complete my games.
I completed Elden Ring. I got one ending left to go in that game. And it's the easiest ending to get. I've done all the hard stuff already.
But you don't...
Matter of fact, I did the hardest ending first, nearly on accident.
But you don't complete other games, though. I didn't say Elden Ring. I'm talking about other games. You don't complete other games.
No, who's got time to complete a video game?
I know, right? I can't really...
Not me.
Say much. I'm juggling between two big games right now that I still haven't completed, either one of them, so... And I fall back in love with each one, like on alternating weeks. I'm like, this game's amazing. No, this game's the better. This game's amazing. So, and then like this week, I was like, man, I want to play something different. So I downloaded PUBG for that's the PS4 version, because there is no native like PS5 version. So
there's no native Series X version though either.
No.
And Microsoft gave them all that promotion and stuff.
Yeah.
That seemed to have led nowhere.
Yeah,
even though it looks like you are finding matches.
Oh, I mean, it's still there's still a lot of people playing. I mean, it's slow to get into matches is one thing about that, where compared to Fortnite is fast. But
is it got to wait for the entire room to fill up before the match takes off?
I think maybe still because it's like a last gen game too, and but I mean, I don't think it's for lack of people really. But yeah, I mean, I'm still found matches pretty easily, so
I did enjoy my time on Xbox on that game.
I just got kind of tired of playing Fortnite. I started playing Fortnite at day one on PS4, and then I took a couple year break because I think, dude, this game like Fortnite came out 2016, 2017, maybe. I think 2017. And then I just got into it. I think this Christmas will be 2 years ago when my kids started playing it, and I'm like, I'm getting burnt. I'm really burnt out on it. So I'm like, I need something else to play. I've been waiting. I'm like, we need a new battle royale, something. I mean, I'm not trying to be super serious into it, but just something different. I just wanted to shoot some people after, 2 massive games that I'm just swinging swords around. So I will.
No, we need something innovative because there's been a lot of them that have come out and they've all flopped.
Where's
except for
the
Fortnite.
damn Halo battle royale? Seriously.
Would that even be fun though?
Yeah, if they did it right, totally.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's tons of different guns from like each different. I mean, there's different versions of different guns from each game, so you could do that. But
okay, you get 1,000 players, and they're all dropped onto the Halo ring. The entire arena is the Halo ring, and as time goes on, the Halo starts to fall apart. So you've got to make it to the parts of the ring that are. Man, I'm full of ideas. I should be a game designer.
Or I made the joke on the Nintendo Prime podcast that I was on last week of 100 carts drop into a racetrack, like a Mario Kart Battle Royale or something like that. 99 carts dropped.
I would believe Nintendo doing that before Microsoft doing a good Halo Battle Royale.
Well, I mean,
because
they
Nintendo does a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that Tetris 99 that they just released after taking the old Tetris 99 down.
I've been playing Tetris 99 lately on my Switch because you get tickets and you can get like different themes. I got the Pikmin theme and then the Legend of Zelda theme, which is pretty neat. So I've been actually kind of playing that the past week.
Now that's a good Battle Royale game.
That is a good Battle Royale game, even though I suck. And I like the top I can get is like maybe like in the 20s.
I don't recall how high I've gotten in that.
No.
I did really well at the Mario.
Yeah.
The 99 Mario, though. That was pretty
Mario
good.
35. Dude, come on. Bring that shit back. That game is awesome. Like, they could have, like, a whole different thing with Mario Maker. Like, that should be, like, a monthly thing where they rotate art styles or something like that. Mario 35, and you got the NES art style. Then you got Mario Brother 3 art style. Then you got Mario World art style. Then New Super Mario Brothers art style, like, in that. That game was just awesome, and it sucks that they, did that.
Yeah, are they trying to keep things fresh, or
I don't know. But
who knows what Nintendo's thinking?
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, yeah, that was cool for a while, but we don't want you to play it anymore. So it's like, what the hell? We only have 2 servers, and we can't put anything else on there. So, oh man,
in Nintendo.
But the thing about PUBG is, like, it has a really weird, grimy, like, monetization. Like, there's currency, and then crafting your different gear. Like, I mean, crafting your gear to actually wear, like, cosmetics and stuff like that. It's not, there's keys for these different boxes. You got to get keys to open them, and it's like, just give me a store where I could pay for an item, or, like, they do have a straight-up battle pass, but, like, I don't really know if I'm not really looking to spend money into it. I've got to spend enough.
The last time I played, I thought they did have like a store where you could buy, or maybe it was just stuff that they sold on the Microsoft store. Like, hey, this is a collection of outfits here. I don't recall. I don't even remember if I paid any money to that game.
It's very mobile game-esque, but they did.
Have you ever?
They did take the game free to play. So,
did you ever get chicken dinner?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've not. I came in second place once.
Mm.
That's as close as I got.
Yes,
I did really well. I had a shotgun. Shotguns were a lot of fun in that game.
I like the. I always go with like a SMG and then not an assault rifle, like a the long distance DMR or assault rifle as my other one. So, but I've been having fun. It's just kind of like my screw around game. That and like that and Splatoon. So.
Nice. I do have to give Splatoon another shot. So is that what you've been playing? Did we just naturally walk into that?
We kind of did, but I mean, I played a little bit more of Zelda, did some more underground stuff, I think. Oh, and I cleared up a couple shrines, did like another You know, like in the four corners, they've got those dungeons that are like labyrinths or whatever. They're big squares. I've completed all of those. Didn't progress the story or anything anymore. 'Cause I didn't play a ton of it, but my main game that I've been playing this week is more Final Fantasy 16. And
You probably have surpassed me then.
I don't know. I think I'm like 68%. So I mean, I doubt. I bet we're still fairly close, but
I'm pretty sure I'm 66%. I've not played it at all.
did you do Bahamut?
I have not, so you're ahead of me.
Yes. Oh man, I'm telling you, know what? I think I've been too hard on this game. This game is awesome. It is really awesome. It does. There's some things that it doesn't do great, but like the highs in this game are some of the highest highs in like gaming, really.
I would say storyline wise,
Storyline
yes,
wise,
for sure.
and like spectacle, like of some of the boss fights and stuff.
It's definitely a big summer motion picture experience.
Yes, there you go. Okay, it's not like the boss fights aren't like technical like an Elden Ring or like a Souls game, but they're just, yeah, they're like transform. And I guess that's not saying much about the game if I said it's like Transformers, the Michael Bay movie, but it kind of is. It's like it's a big spectacle and it's awesome.
You know, the boss fights are probably actually easier than fighting the normal enemies because the boss fights are such a big spectacle
Yeah,
that
they want you to win.
set up every move and
Yeah.
you're meant to win, but
Yes.
you're meant to see this huge spectacle as you're fighting the boss, so it's very easy to see what's coming at you.
Great point. Great point.
So you could dodge it.
Yeah, because I think some of like the hunts are more difficult than any of the bosses fought.
That was the first time I died was a hunt.
Yeah. So I got past that. That's another awesome fight, man. It's just right up there with Titan, and it's super. It's kind of like Titan, where it's like, okay, it goes on a long time, but like just the story part in that section is amazing. It's awesome. Yeah, man, love it. I think Clive, man, he might be, he might be up there with my favorite Final Fantasy characters. I mean, he is up there. He might be the top. I don't know. He's really good.
We should do a video together where we go over them.
I mean, Cloud doesn't have a ton of personality, really.
He's zero personality.
Right. So
His
like,
personality is big sword.
right. Yeah, basically you're right. His personality is his giant fucking is it an airbuster or something? But yeah, his giant sword. But like Clive, yeah, dude, he's awesome. He's an awesome character. Like everything, the voice acting is so great in this game.
You know, Cloud is a little bit better in that remake, though.
He is. He is.
But he's a little bit more. I don't want to say dark. He's not really dark.
No. This, he's an enigma.
Sure. Sure.
But yeah, Clive, dude, he's such an awesome character. Creative Business Unit 3. Great job. Game's phenomenal. This might be like up there with like some of the best games released this gen, I think, now that I'm getting higher on it this game the farther we go. Starting to overlook, some of its faults, because like it does have faults, sure. But there's been some really amazing story and boss fight moments in this game that I think just, best like every other game, really, that a lot of other games that I've played this generation.
Is it a Game of the Year contender for you right now?
It's there. I think so. I don't know if it's going, like obviously I'm not sure if it's going to win, but man, one more big set story arc like I've been getting and one more big boss fight, I think it could have a shot.
As long as they stick the ending.
Right, yeah.
I haven't been spoiled on the ending, but I heard it gets kind of wonky.
Definitely, totally. Yeah.
And as soon as I started to read that, I'm like, I can't do any spoilers.
They got to stick the ending, because I mean everybody has ever. That's one thing with Zelda. Everybody said Zelda sticks the ending, and the ending is one of the best sequences in gaming. So.
Yeah, I got to get there. Unfortunately, that's going to wait while I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
I go on vacation, not this weekend, but the weekend after. So there'll be a lot of Zelda time then.
I got 3 weeks. I'm going in 3 weeks, so.
What's
I'd
going to
like.
be your vacation game?
I've got so many Switch games. It's either gonna be Bayonetta 3 or it might be. I might be holding off until Pikmin 4 for vacation.
Oh yeah, I do have that for vacation too. I don't suspect that game being very long.
It is long.
Is it?
Yeah, I was reading some of the reviews. It's like 20 to 30 hours. If you want 100%, it's like on the 30 to 40 hours, I believe.
Oh, all right.
And
Well, I guess I balance those two games while I'm on vacation.
yeah, because I think it's like double the length of the other ones.
Plus the other miscellaneous stuff I bring with me.
Right. So, but yeah, that's all. That's it for me really this week that I've been playing is, those PUBG, Splatoon, tiny bit of Zelda, and Final Fantasy.
Nice. That's not bad gaming.
Same stuff, but that's good.
Now I suppose you want me to say what I've been playing.
No, you don't have to. Have you been playing a little little game called Diablo?
No.
Whoa.
Though I should be playing it tonight because Season 1 dropped today.
Oh, man.
And apparently there was a huge patch
People are not happy.
that nobody's happy with.
Yeah, people are not happy. That was one of the topics of the show here is Diablo 4 nerfs. And people are not happy that they nerfed a lot of classes.
Well, let's save that, and I'll quickly go over what I've been playing.
Okay.
Which is nothing.
I take my PC apart so I can try and get some more frames on this game.
So I have played some stuff, but nothing of consequence because my week has been mostly organizing files and working on some projects I have. I recently got my analog SG and NT.
You've been updating drivers all week?
No drivers for them. Well, no, actually, they're the Ever drives I have for them. They have OS systems, so I had installed that on the SD cards, and then I realized I had the wrong SD cards. My SD cards were too fast for the cartridge systems, so then I had to get new ones, and then just moving files around, making sure everything worked with those, making sure all the controllers I got for them worked, because, they're modern Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis systems, and there's no way I'm going to be dealing with cords, so I had to get wireless controllers for them. And that was most of the week, trying to get all that stuff working, and I've got it all there now. I just got to upgrade some stuff here and there to be able to play Sega CD games.
Okay.
And then the other thing besides that is I've been organizing PlayStation 2 games.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I got an 8 terabyte hard drive for my PC.
Oh, so you've been stealing them. Okay. Gotcha.
No
Organizing
stealing.
Yeah.
These are all CDs I already own.
Did you steal
Getting
the
the ISO files. No, I didn't
files.
steal the CDs. And then installing them in this program called Launchbox and making sure that they all work properly. And I get the box art so I could sit here and scroll through my PlayStation 2 library and look at all the fancy box art I no longer have because, like an idiot, I threw out all the boxes and just keep them in CD cases.
You copied them to MS-DOS front, basically?
Yeah.
MS-DOS prompt? Yes. MS-DOS Lunchbox PS2. Is that the file?
Yes, that's the file.
Unzip it? Did you zip them?
You know exactly what you're talking about. Makes me wonder why you haven't done this yourself yet.
I hate PC gamers.
So yeah, I haven't really been playing anything, just trying things and making sure things work. I did put like a good hour into an old PS2 game called Drakengard tonight before the podcast.
Can I give you an assignment for next week?
What's that?
You have to play Diablo 4 and report back to me with some gamer rage. I want to have some gamer rage next week.
Oh, I'm gonna play it tomorrow night. I just don't know what class. Since it's a season, you got to create a new character, which is what a lot of people are upset about too.
Rage. That's what I want to hear. It's gamer rage.
Well, I'll rage all over you. You better be ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some tomorrow. I'm gonna see how this season stacks up. I'm pretty sure since I bought the big boy expensive
Oh, do you
edition.
get a boost? Season boost?
I think so.
Oh,
I think I get
yeah.
the premium season pass, so
Oh, man.
I'm gonna take a look and see what that looks like.
That's nice. Get that
I'm already ready to be offended
that extra
by
XP
it.
boost so you can level up, or maybe you'll just wait till the end of the season and you buy your levels if you're, since they nerfed everything a little bit. These fucking games as a service, these live service shits where they go in there and then they tweak stuff and they, just in order to get you to pay some money. It's a travesty.
Battle passes, man. Battle passes are worse than microtransactions.
No.
Yeah, because battle passes force you to go back to the game for your dailies, for consecutive days. It's like logging into an MMO every day.
Yeah, okay, I can see that point.
Whereas
every game has a battle
microtransactions, as long as it's like cosmetic stuff for
Yeah.
microtransactions, it's not that bad because you're like, oh yeah, I like that skirt. I want to put it on my character. I want him to look very manly in a skirt.
Waiting for that Zelda battle pass.
Yeah, I don't see that ever happen. I
Yeah,
had to think about it. Well, Splatoon has a battle pass, right? But it's not offensive.
it's free, yeah. But like, I still find myself logging in to try and play because the first match you win every day, you get like 75% of or 75 or 90% of a full level. You jump up in the battle pass if you win, so it's a huge boost. So
Really?
yeah. So I got to log in so I can get my consoles to display in my locker. I got my NES and my Game & Watch. Next up is the SNES.
You're just a Nintendo maniac.
I'm a Nintendork. Yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
That's a good term for it.
Yeah, right? Totally.
I don't have Splatoon 3. I only got Splatoon 2.
But Splatoon 2 is still a great game.
Yeah, the server's still up for it?
Yeah.
I imagine they are.
Yeah. Totally. Oh, yeah, this was this kind of stuff that you were concerned about going into Diablo 4 was how they're going to handle this kind of stuff.
Yep, and now I get to see it. Like, is it going to be worth it? What am I getting from this battle pass by doing it?
Right. Does it feel good? And when you're on your 5th, 6th, 7th day and you miss a couple days of getting your dailies and then it's the end of the season and you're 10, 20 levels short, are you regretting not logging in for those days to get your dailies done? Now you got to pay that, a buck a level to complete the battle pass. You're gonna be upset because they always put the best prize like at the end of the battle pass.
Saw a quote though that somebody from Blizzard said it's not going to be that way for you, but who knows? I haven't booted up my Xbox.
I'm sure
in a week, so I have no idea. I do know it's a pretty big update because I turned on my wife's Xbox last night to watch a movie, and Diablo had like a 2 gigabyte update, which was a lot.
Did you see that like Microsoft fixed a lot of the servers for the old 360 Call of Duty games, and like there's like 5 of them that are like the #1 seller on the Xbox store this week,
and they're like the #1 played game too. Yeah, I did see that. If you weren't going to bring that up, I was, because that was actually kind of cool. And are they doing it because they're buying those games?
I would assume so.
Or would they have done it anyways because they're promoting backwards compatibility? Because most of those games are backwards compatible.
Yeah, I mean, they've been backwards compatible for years.
Or is it just a combination of both? Yeah, but I mean, the servers have been fucked up for years.
They've been working
and
still.
now. Yeah, but they just now fixed them up, and now suddenly people are playing them again. Is it because of the buyout, or are they?
I think.
Do they really care about backwards compatibility? I guess is what I'm saying.
I think it's more.
I hope it's the latter.
I think it's more the buyout, and then it's like.
Yeah, I think so too. But
and then obviously they want to fix that because they want that big drop where it's like, okay, these Call of Duty games are all in Game Pass, blah blah blah. So obviously it makes sense for them to go in and on the back end and fix all that stuff.
Oh yeah, more reason for people to get an Xbox and then buy Game Pass just to play.
Could you?
Because you don't have to buy every one of those games then
No.
with Game Pass once they drop. You have access to all of them.
You should imagine you'd be kind of pissed off if you got the Game Pass, got the Xbox, and got Game Pass because of that graphic, and the servers were shit and didn't work. So it behooves them to fix them.
Yeah, but I was really hoping that it was like, hey, we care about backwards
No,
compatibility
they don't care
going
about you.
forward.
No, they don't. They don't
No,
care about you.
they don't.
No, they don't. They care about the money. The money
So-
doesn't matter what they say. They don't care about you.
Now I gotta find an Xbox 360 emulator and start adding my 360 discs to my PC. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do.
There you go. Just make sure you do the Diablo stuff. I don't care about the other stupid PC stuff.
What do you mean you don't care? You can play the Shield, the video game.
Whoa! I want to play
with Michael Chiklis.
I want to play 24, the video game. Actually, do you have that one?
Was that a PS2 game? I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah, it was PS2.
I don't know if I have it or not. I gotta dig out my CD book.
Yeah, honestly, seeing the Call of Duty thing, it kind of had me tempted to go and buy an Xbox this week. I was looking.
That's multiple temptations now for
I
you to go buy an Xbox after you sold your
I'm
Xbox.
punching myself in the head repeatedly on stream. But you know what? I did cure that itch this week. I downloaded Call of Duty Vanguard on my PS5, and I played 3 matches and deleted it. Because I was like, oh, I need something new. I turned it on, and it's just random, like, chaos, you're dead in 15 seconds.
Was that the World War II one?
That was the latest World War II one. That was the one that it didn't bomb, but it didn't do as good as the previous one. And that was like when and then all the other stuff happened with Bobby Kotick and Activision, and then their share price fell, and that was when Microsoft swooped in and like bought them.
And then after that, they released Modern Warfare, which was actually really good and a big hit.
I
right?
think Modern Warfare 2, maybe. Yeah.
I feel like Modern Warfare 2 came out just like last year. Modern Warfare 2 feels really new. Whereas time just flying by for me.
It did come out last year, I think.
Okay.
Because 2022, they bought them in the January of 2022, and Vanguard, I think, was November of 2021. I mean, they've been, it's been a year and a half since they like offered to buy them or whatever. So
You're right. Call of Duty Vanguard came out in 2021.
What's weird
Black
is
Ops Cold War was before that. So Modern Warfare did really good, and then they kind of sucked.
And you know what the funny part is? Like, I'm like the off year Call of Duty player, where like I usually play like every other year, but I'm on the year of like the least popular ones. Like Vanguard is the one I liked, and I bought. I liked the World War II one that was in the PS4. I didn't like Ghosts, but like Modern Warfare, both Modern Warfare remakes, the first one and the second one, I didn't play them because that was like my off Call of Duty year or whatever, and I didn't like the demo of Modern Warfare 2. I played it, and I was like, "Dad, it's too fast, and there's too much like camping and stuff." So
I don't play the Call of Duty games for multiplayer. I enjoy the campaigns.
The engrossing single player campaigns.
The 5-hour-long campaigns that
Yeah.
they generally have.
And you'll be able to play them on Game Pass without having to spend $70 now for the campaigns.
Hell yeah, because Activision never puts those games on a decent sale.
No.
Ever. Why own barely any of them?
I think the Modern Warfare 2 is like $46 this week or something like that on the PlayStation 5 sale, which it's not low enough, and I'm not going to buy it. So yeah, I mean,
Same.
That's why I went to PUBG. I was like, I see the Call of Duty stuff, and like, granted, I would probably play those older ones, but I downloaded Vanguard. I'm like, yep, not doing it for me. 3 matches, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play this. And so then I was like, let me just go back and check PUBG, and I've been having fun with it. So that's kind of where all that came from.
I got a video I gotta send you. It's this video I watched earlier today, and it's Xbox exclusives throughout the years since Xbox came out. And the video just keeps getting sadder and sadder and sadder. Because when they first released the Xbox, man, were they going after exclusives left and right.
Yeah.
And even at the launch of the 360, when you and me got into that together with Gears of War, there was a bunch of exclusives, and then it slowly started to drop to 5 exclusives a year, 5 exclusives a year, and it
Yeah.
just kept getting worse and worse, and the exclusives themselves started getting worse and worse. It was just overall a sad video.
Mm.
But with this acquisition, maybe they'll improve,
Maybe we'll see.
become
Hopefully, they should
become
have
like a
enough content
Nintendo,
now. They should have
where they
enough
release
content now. It's just a lot
a
of it doesn't
shitload of.
interest me. Like the Activision stuff doesn't interest me at all, really. Maybe for like Diablo.
Well, Call of Duty is not going to affect anybody for some time
Right.
once the Activision deal goes through, because they've got to sign that deal for, what was it, 10 years? Or was it longer than that?
It was 10 years, but like the PlayStation marketing stuff is up. Is next year is the last year.
Yeah, but they'll still bring the Call of Duties out for the next 10 years on all platforms,
Right, on all platforms,
including Switch, as we were talking about.
I don't even know if that is going to change after 10 years. I mean, who knows what 10 years is going to look like in the gaming industry, but like they want to bring their stuff to as many places as possible, really.
True. Yeah, if they're selling
like multiplayer stuff like that has like
5 million copies by selling it across everything, they're going to continue to do that, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? It's a weird time to be into video games now.
Yeah, 10 years, there could be, tons of crazy shit happens in 10 years. So, I don't know. You probably didn't see right before this dropped, but at San Diego Comic-Con, they had Spider-Man 2 trailer, and they announced a Spider-Man 2 PlayStation 5 bundle with a Spider-Man 2 DualSense. And
I did not see that, but I saw your thumbnail, and I was like, man, that looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? Let's see if I can pull this up here.
Now, Sony just needs to sell me that shell, since I don't need a new PS5.
Right.
And actually, I wouldn't buy that anyways, because I want to buy, I have my eyes set on getting the D-brand stuff.
They have the shell. The shell, they do sell they will be selling the shell separate as well.
Will they?
Yes.
Man. But I still have my heart set on getting the D-brand stuff because it has more ventilation for my hot-ass PS5.
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe. That controller looks really good, though.
It does, doesn't it?
Why the white buttons, though?
Does it have white buttons? Let's see.
It has white buttons.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, well, you got to be able to see it, I guess, probably.
I can see my all-black Xbox controller.
Well, it has colored...
And you know, if you don't know which is cross, circle, square, and triangle by now, are you even a PlayStation player?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it. I kind of like it. We could see maybe like, well, it's on the red, a little bit of red and black. I mean, maybe they could have made blue buttons.
They could have made them red.
They could have made them red too. Yeah, I love it. I'm getting that fucking controller 100%. That thing looks fire. And you just see well, obviously you didn't see it. They are releasing that console bundle in September, a month ahead of schedule of the launch of the game.
Does it come with the game?
It does digitally, but I mean, obviously you don't get it till October 20th.
That makes sense.
But do you know what else launches in September?
Isn't that the Bethesda game?
Yes.
So you're saying you're not going to be getting an Xbox to play?
No, I'm saying it's interesting that they're launching that big Spider-Man bundle in September, a month early.
I don't think they're going to compete. There's no way they can compete. You might be right that they're trying to do that as competition, but they're different games.
I totally think that they're trying to compete with store shelf, mind share by launching that a month early. Otherwise, why would you launch it that early?
Yeah, but nobody's going to be going to the store to buy Starfield.
Right,
Everybody's going to be buying it digitally.
Right. It is kind of well. I mean, they go in a store maybe to buy an Xbox, and you see this Spider-Man PS5 on there. I mean,
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But if you're in the store to buy an Xbox just for Starfield, you're not gonna go, "Ooh, Spider-Man."
right.
Y-
It's not
'Cause
like the people that are gonna buy Starfield are gonna buy Starfield, or big games.
exactly.
But like they're going after the people that are like, oh, what's this big space game? Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, blah blah blah. Those are the people that they're trying to fool by putting that out a month early. I guess. I think maybe like 10 years ago, this would be a bigger deal. Probably them launching this bundle a month early when Starfield launches in September. But maybe like where we're at now in society, where people are doing more online stuff, or not exactly walking into too many stores as much. It's maybe not as big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal, even though it looks super cool. And well, you can't even see my PS5. My PS5's in my entertainment stand, and it's in the middle. Well, yeah, of course you could see it because it's this big white vagina sitting there.
What's weird though too is that like they're launching this thing, but that Slim is supposed to come out this fall, this fall. So that's kind of.
I don't think it's going to come out this fall. I think they're going to announce it, and then it might come out early next year, maybe. Why are they going to compete against themselves?
There's another rumor that they're supposed to announce it next month at another PlayStation showcase, and this is coming from like an Xbox guy or Xbox YouTuber that has said this. So.
Yeah, why are they competing with themselves?
Really, yeah. I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And I'm like, whoa, wait, the Slim is supposed to come out. So weird.
Because there's real benefits to buying these slimmer systems, right? Because they're generally better on power and they're better mitigating heat and stuff like that, these smaller systems.
But this could be a thing to where this will clear inventory of the old system.
True. They just, since they are selling the skin, the shell separately, you could have a good point there.
They're just like, I mean, because obviously the system is what costs the most, not the stupid shell, really. So like they're like, okay, we've got 15 million of these regular fat PS5s sitting in. How do we get rid of them as fast as possible? Oh, I got it. Throw a Spider-Man shell on it, pack Spider-Man in there, boom.
I actually been wanting to take the shell off of mine and take a look at mine because I've got the God of War one. And I saw a video today where there was a newer model that came out last year that had actually more ventilation in the system, the core of the system itself, by the power supply. And I'm really wondering if I have that in mine or if mine is, like you said, older inventory. They just slapped God of War on to get rid of that. Because these PS5s get super hot, man.
I mean, I've never had any issues with mine, but I know that my older brother, when a guy gave him his, he had his in like one of those like cabinets where you would stick any of your other like electronics and stuff enclosed in glass, and it overheated and shut off on it.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, and he's like, "Whoa, my Xbox never did that before." And I'm like, "Well, talking about like a Ferrari versus a Pinto, basically." I'm like, also like no two machines are different, are the same, really. It's like saying
exactly.
Like your new car does something that your old car didn't, and obviously they're totally different. So. Yeah, I got mine, not easily ventilated. It's out in the open. So
mine is not that easily ventilated, but I don't have anywhere else to put it because it's just so massive.
So big.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't be standing them upright.
No, I have mine on its side.
Because I've been reading reports that the liquid metal actually slides down because of that.
There was a old bunk rumor that was something like that. This was like a year.
No, I saw some actual videos proving it. A guy taking them apart.
I feel there was something like that got debunked, and the guy was saying he was lying. I'm gonna call bullshit on that one.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep mine on its side.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine on its side regardless, whatever.
I never liked standing systems either. I had an old PS2 Slim that I would stand, but it actually scratched a disc or two, so
I don't think I've ever
never again.
Did I stand the three? No, I don't think I stood the 360 either. I've never stood
Oh, my
a system.
360 scratched the disc too.
Yeah, I've never stood up a system upright. It's always been in the VCR state.
Yes, always should be. Even though I have a 360 now and it's standing, that's because it's on my actual work desk, and I don't have anywhere else to put it, so it's got to stand on its side.
Even when I did have a series, I didn't stand it upright. It was on its side.
Oh no, hell no! I ain't standing that refrigerator up.
I was watching, I don't know what it was, but a video of something about the ROG Ally, and I guess the reason the SD card slot is like melting or whatever is because it's right next to the port where the heat exhausts out, basically.
And that makes sense if you're buying cheap SD cards to throw slot in there. Yeah, they're gonna melt.
No, it's the slot is actually like melting.
Oh, well, that's really bad design.
Yeah, totally. And they were saying, because it was a podcast talking about like handhelds and stuff, and I guess the Steam Deck is on the bottom to where it doesn't, it's nowhere near the heat. So that just seems like kind of like. Who the hell designed that? That doesn't seem very smart.
How long do they test it for?
Right, yeah. I don't know.
More reason to own a Steam Deck.
Right. I've been back and forth thinking about that again. Thinking of why I didn't pull the trigger.
Come on, join me on Steam.
No.
Even though you're already there, you're already my friend on Steam.
I am, but I just don't play.
It shows you haven't been on in like 45 years.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So that's really it for news this week. And luckily we got the Spider-Man bundle broke earlier today. Really, there hasn't been shit going on really in the gaming industry, which is fine. This is time to catch up on games we've been playing. Remnant 2 reviews. I guess that reviewed pretty well. Did you see it?
Oh, Remnant 1 is awesome. If I wasn't going on vacation, I had the money, I would be buying Remnant 2 and playing that.
I think
because Remnant 1 is. Did you play?
I played
Remnant
some of
1?
it. I think I think I played it on Xbox maybe.
It was a Game Pass game.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I don't know if it is now or not. It should have been because it did really well on Game Pass.
But yeah, that reviewed well. What is the other one? Pikmin 2 or Pikmin 4. I think it's like an 87 or 88 on Open Metacritic. So that is.
Did you see the game got leaked already before it came out online, and people are pirating it already?
Yeah, scumbag PC gamers are. Yeah, it's part of the reason why I don't want to submit and buy a Steam Deck, because I don't want to be considered one of those people, disgusting criminals.
You could play it on your Switch.
I'm going to play it on my Switch.
Pirated, I mean.
Oh no, why would I want to do that?
Like, there's workarounds. I saw some videos I was watching earlier.
I'm an actual honest person. I want the game to succeed, so I'm going to spend my money on it.
There's no way in hell I'm gonna take the chance of locking up my Nintendo Switch and then not being able to play games on there because I hacked it or anything like that. But I did watch a guy, and he replaced the back of the Switch with an aluminum back that helped dissipate heat, and it was a very interesting video. I should send that to you. It looked really cool, and well, he did it because he was overclocking the Switch, which, Nintendo purposely underclocks the Switch.
Yeah.
For many reasons. Good reasons.
Right.
But Zelda could perform
better.
A whole heck of a lot better.
Yeah.
If they just allowed the Switch to overclock it.
But they don't want to take any chances with like hardware failure, or they want to preserve the battery life, basically. So it's just like running in like a turbo mode, basically. No, like some of these like handheld PCs.
Right. Like the Steam Deck could do that. The Steam Deck has different like settings where you could overclock it a little bit and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally. And so does the ROG Ally. It sets your freaking SD card on fire. What else comes out?
And is that a bad day if you're ever playing with that thing in your lap and it catches fire?
Right? Yeah, totally. Because I heard that thing does run super hot too.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna pass on it.
I'm a sucker for console bundle like box art.
What caught your eye now?
I'm just looking at this Spider-Man one. Even like I'm just a sucker for that.
Oh, what do you have it up on a separate screen? You're just sitting there staring at it.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through
Are you
Twitter
stalking
for
it?
any breaking news.
Did you have any pickups this week? Because I did.
No. Oh, did you? No, I didn't have. No, I had no pickups this week. It's been a slow week. I took my kids to the water park on Sunday/Monday, so we were gone. So there wasn't time to do any pickups really and much gaming. So
We might have to go together to the flea market one of these days. Because now I'm gonna be looking for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis games.
okay.
Because I should explain for people that don't know, because you know already what the analog NT and SG is, right?
Yes.
They're FPGA systems. They mimic the entirety of the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, and they play directly from the carts. All your carts that you own work on them. So I was up at Disc Replay because I had just gotten them, and my memory cards weren't working. So I was like, I got to find something that works in these that I can play right away, because all my Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo games are in storage. So I went to Disc Replay, and I wound up picking up case, instruction manuals, and all X-Men on the Sega Genesis.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I would argue it's an okay one.
Back in the day, like I was really jealous because I didn't have a Genesis at the time. Because it actually did look better than any of the X-Men games on SNES.
It does look good, and the soundtrack is. I thought the soundtrack was good, but going back and playing it now, I'm like, man, this soundtrack ain't that good. It was not as good as when I was a kid. So I played a little bit of that, and man, is that game hard. And I also picked up NBA Jam Tournament Edition for the Sega Genesis.
Oh, nice. I have some Genesis games, actually.
Yeah?
Pull them out and see what I got. I think they're all
Do you have any-
sports games. I think so, yeah. Do I got two? Bulls versus Blazers in the NBA playoffs. In box, too, with instruction manual. Yes. And
Nice.
I have NHL hockey. This is before the year. I thought
So you don't have a Sega Genesis. Why'd
No.
you pick those up?
because I saw them and I liked them. I saw them at the flea market. I'm like, ooh, I think I was having a bad day finding like Wii stuff. So I didn't want to leave the flea market empty-handed.
You should have picked up an analog SG like I did.
I should have, yeah. I didn't even think
Because
about it.
supposedly they're going to be out of print now, but who knows?
I thought I had a.
They're
third
like
one.
they're like the rock band Kiss. Every 6 months they do another final run,
Do they?
another final concert.
Nice, solid. Yeah, that must be the only two Genesis games I had. I thought I had like one more, but I guess not.
I got a bunch of them in storage. However, I'm worried that I threw away the cases to save room. And if I did, I'm going to be upset with myself because I had all the
man.
cases. When I was a kid, I bought nearly everything new except for a couple of games. And I even had one of the Madden games I had came in a cardboard case. I still had the cardboard case, but there's a possibility I threw away the cases and just kept the cartridges just to save on space when I was moving.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Did you take a look at the Steam Deck while you were there at Disc Replay? Did you see it in this display case?
I had to run in and run out because we had our dogs with us.
Gotcha.
And my wife was staying in the car with the dogs, and I was just like, I need to go in there and find something to buy real quick. So I looked briefly, and I didn't see anything. Man, it sucked so bad. I went up to the clerk he was a kid, right? I was like, "You got any Super Nintendo controllers?" He's like, "I don't know what that is. If we did, it would be over here." I was like, "Mother." I was like, "All right, all right. Can you get me a couple of games out of the Sega Genesis cabinet?" But which cabinet is that? Is that the it's the one all the way down here with the Sega Genesis games in it? How do you not know Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo and you're working in a retro resale place? Come on, man.
Dumbass. That's funny.
Sure, you don't have to know the obscure stuff. Like if I came in asking for an Atari Lynx and you didn't know what I was talking about, I could excuse that. But Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, come on.
Yeah. Should be in the training, just to employee training video.
Yeah. This is a Super Nintendo controller.
Okay, our last item for the night here, and we're gonna call it a show. Last night or the
Yeah,
night
we had
before?
no organization tonight, did we? We've been bouncing all over the place.
No, I mean there's just that's how it goes sometimes.
True.
2 nights ago on Jeff Grubb's podcast, he said that Metroid Prime 2 for Switch is coming relatively soon. Relatively soonish. And something Zelda that has nothing to do with Tears of the Kingdom is happening later this year.
Another Zelda Warriors game. Another Zelda Dynasty Warriors game.
I didn't even think of that. I doubt we're gonna get another Zelda game release this year. We might see like a trailer for coming early 2024. I mean, the only thing that I could see them coming would be the Oracle games for Game Boy, because those were shown in like the Game Boy trailer. But like a full price game, I don't think we'll see anything until a release until next year. But we might see like the trailer coming early. But
They do have that game engine where they remade Zelda 2 from the Game Boy. Or not Zelda 2, but Zelda on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
They could do a couple of those other ones in that style.
That would be,
like Minish Cap and whatnot.
Totally. Yep. But I think that
Even
would
though
be
they
like
did say they weren't going to do those kind of games anymore.
That would be, yeah, but I mean they farm those out to like I think
True.
Yeah, Grezzo does those, so they farm those out. So I mean I would imagine that could be a next year thing, or even like you said, another Warriors game. So that would be neat.
Yeah, those Warriors games are a lot of fun.
I love them. Metroid Prime 2, that'd be a nice little shadow drop for like the September Nintendo Direct.
It would.
I've never played.
And
2.
I just watched a video recently of where are these games, basically going over games that were announced and we haven't heard anything of. And I was just thinking about Metroid Prime 4 because of that video, because they were talking about it. I was like, yeah, where's Metroid Prime 4? So them releasing Prime 2 is another drip feed to say, hey, come on, stay ready for 4. We're still working on it.
It's coming.
We rebooted it.
Yeah, they rebooted it.
We brought the team that did the first ones.
Was it Bandai Namco that was originally doing it, I believe, and they took it from them, and Retro's back on it. So yeah, I mean they could have rebooted it again. So I think that's a Switch 2 game.
At this point, I would probably agree with you, because we're going to get an announcement of Switch 2 next year, and maybe it comes out next fall, Switch 2. That would be a good release game.
And so, yeah, if Metroid Prime 2 is coming soonish, you think that's going to be like maybe fall. Then Metroid Prime 3, maybe spring.
And then fall of next year for Metroid Prime 4 with Switch 2.
That would be nice. That would be nice. So that's exciting.
Compatible with Switch 1 and Switch 2. Higher fidelity on Switch 2.
There you go. I like it. So, yeah, that's it for this week. Nothing, no other stories. You got a Rebel Recommends for the week? Even though you didn't play any games?
I didn't play any games. So
recommend not playing games? Not playing games.
how about I just quick draw a PlayStation 2 game here?
Do it.
And be like,
I'm going to recommend 24, the
close
game
my
on PlayStation
eyes,
2.
Roll up and down, and we're going to recommend The Legend of Spyro: The Eternal Night.
There you go.
Never played it.
Nice. Cool.
I don't know if it's any good or not. Hey, wasn't that the one that was also released on Xbox 360 too?
Spyro? I don't know. I never played any of the Spyro
Yeah,
games.
there was a Spyro that was on PS2 and Xbox 360. I don't remember what it was called.
I don't think I've ever played any of the Spyro games. See, I'm not an Activision. Does nothing for me.
Really, Spyro's really good.
Yeah.
You should check out that collection. Goes on sale all the time. Hell, it might even be on sale on this Ultimate Summer PlayStation sale.
It could. Maybe we'll just buy that instead of Elden Ring. What do you think?
No, I think you should buy Elden Ring. Come on, man. Stop toying with my emotions here.
Oh, man. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks
Where can people follow you at?
it. Follow me on this channel. Click like, subscribe. I'm on Twitter, Fusion64 Media. Tweet me. Where can people find you at?
People cannot
Here.
find me because
They can
I'm
find you
already
here.
following them.
They can find you here Thursday nights.
Okay.
Right?
That's not as creepy as me following them, already being in the bushes.
Yeah. So
Yes, I am here every Thursday night.
next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Rebel Blood 80 is going to be gamer rage mode over Diablo 4's first season. You heard it here. Don't miss next episode. He's
I'm
gonna
going
be
to have
screaming.
something, a real recommend next week.
He's gonna be screaming. He's gonna be yelling bad words. It's gonna be epic. So
You got one of them bleeper buttons to bleep me as I swear?
no, we're just gonna let it. I mean, it's not monetized anyway. So I mean, who cares?
You're goddamn right.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next week.